What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Butthole Coin yet again. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Somebody or multiple somebody's requested Butthole Coin, and I can't remember who. I'm sorry I didn't write your names down. I'd give you shout-outs if I did, but I thought I did, but I didn't. So I'm sorry. But here we are talking about Butthole Coin nonetheless. The last video I made for Butthole Coin was on the 6th of January, talking for time for a pit stop, right? Saying that we were probably going to pull back from there. It's probably a good time to get out. And January 6th, if you guys remember, was literally the day that we topped out. So here we are there. I also called for an explosive move right here, right when we were pressing the current all-time highs. It looked like we were going to continue higher. So looking at what we have now, just presented in front of us, it's not that much because it's a very new chart. Right, on a daily aspect, we don't even have our 10-day RSI yet, or 14-day RSI. But let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is our 15th day today, I think, right? If we take a relative high here to a relative low, you pulled all the way up to your 1618 golden extension. This was the primary reason why I thought it was a good area to sell, was this right here, right? You tipped it, you found resistance, and now you're moving lower, okay? Beautiful. Moving down with pretty decent volume on the way down. Very big day of volume yesterday, 50% down in one day, man. A lot of volume yesterday, but still pretty insignificant compared to the prior 4 days that you saw here at the top. So basically you moved down a lot with less volume. That tells me that likely most of the selling has already been done, right? If you're picking up the pace, but your volume's dropping off, most likely that a lot of the selling has taken place already. It's already done. So if you go lower from here, and I say the word if you go lower because you don't have to go lower, it won't be by much, I would think. I don't think you go lower than yesterday's price action, and that low came in at about 2.12 or 17 cents, 2.17 cents. That was right at the golden ratio too. You can't really see it, but let's look at the 4-hour time frame. It might be more obvious. It says right there 618. That's the golden ratio at 2.26 cents right here, where you literally found your bottom. You found your support at the golden ratio. You found your resistance at the golden ratio. I really do believe that that's your low. I don't believe you're going lower, but you could go lower from the current price. You could go back down to these areas. And if you do go lower than that low, barely, just barely is what I would think you do, but I don't think you go below that low. You might double bottom. You might find support right at the 786. So far, you're at 3.7 cents. I do suspect you will see prices at or below 3 cents again before making your next rendition to the upside. If I'm wrong on that, well, if you close above 4.236 cents, you close any given 4-hour period above 4.23 cents, and then I'm wrong and you're moving higher, okay? But until then, I don't think I'm wrong. I think you'll be moving a little bit lower. 4-hour RSI definitely seems suggestive of that. The 1-hour RSI seems suggestive of that. Yeah, nice downtrend, though you look to be breaking out of it soon. Yeah, so all this tells me on a 1-hour basis, and because this is the 1-hour time frame, what I would suspect, looking at the RSI here, because you can see, right, you're still in a downtrend, lower highs, lower lows, all that, right? But you can see it's no longer in this kind of like parallel channel. It's turned into this thing where like the bottom is like, it's like kind of cut. Oh, that wasn't what I meant to do. It's kind of cupping. Why does it do that at the very end, right? You guys can see that, right? It's like cupping like that, right? Hopefully it is cupping. So hopefully this next low is not a lower low, but a higher low. But still, you would move down. And if you're moving down, and in this kind of situation, you might really just not move down at this same pace, but rather kind of like level out, right? Something like that, where you kind of round out in your price action as well, okay? Basically, all I'm saying is just because you break out of this downtrend now doesn't mean that you have to rip now. Oftentimes when you break out of these downtrends in the RSI, it takes some time before you actually form your uptrend. So it might be some time, if we're looking at this, if I had to guess, on the 11th or on the 12th, it's the 10th now. So 11th, 12th, or 13th, not today though, that you'll start moving up. My bet would be that it's probably the 12th or the 13th that you move up again. The 11th and the 10th are probably spent just kind of figuring things out, meandering, figuring things out, and then you start to rip again and move up higher. So if the question at hand is it a good time to sell Butthole Coin? The answer is probably not. If the question at hand is it a good time to buy Butthole Coin? The answer is, well, probably. It's probably at a good area to buy. I don't know, previous areas of support becoming previous areas of resistance, right? Or previous areas of resistance coming current areas of support. That's a bullish thing. It's not a bearish thing. Finding support at your golden ratio, that's a bullish thing, not a bearish thing. Your daily RSI isn't, there's nothing to go off of, but your 4-hour looks like it could go a little bit lower, but you're also right around the 40. I think that it's fine. You could probably find support here. Lower lows in the RSI with higher lows in the price is a good thing, okay? The only negative looking time frame is your 1 hour time frame, and that you can overcome, right? 1 hour time frame is great because you could spend 50 candles doing this, and then it's 2 days have gone by, right, after 50 candles, and then your larger term time frames take over and you start moving back up again. I do suspect you will move up again, so let's end the video on that note, and with this question that I'm sure a lot of you will ask is where the next high will be. Butthole coin now is worth 3.76 cents. Its next high will likely be at 22 cents or higher. I think it goes lower. I think it goes below 3 cents. So these gains only stand to increase from here. But if you bought at the current price, that's anything from a 5.7x to a 11x on the table by the end of this next move, which likely happens by the end of January, if not the first week of February. And that's all I got. If you guys like the video, hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.